Good evening, dear students. In the previous section, we have already learned the half chapter or beginning chapter of the spoken and broken English, the second prose, which was written by G.B. Shaw. So, the recap of the previous class. So, G.B. Shaw's views on a speaking correct English. He can views on how the correct English we should be speak, and he can aggregate his views on the correct English. And BBC. What is BBC? British Broadcasting Corporation. And the British native language, that is the provincial or the dialect we called as a Konkani, Cockney, the Konkani dialect. And he also said that no two British speaks exactly alike. The two British, they cannot speak exactly alike. And we also seen about the famous actor or the orator who is known for his speech, Sir Johnston Forbes Robertson. And G.B. Shaw also appointed as a member of BBC because he was a writer of the plays. The BBC main aim was to develop a model of correct English speech in Britain. So it's the main aim was to develop a model how the correct English should be in Britain, or the entire world should be the follow up. So the learning object we have seen in the previous class and the learning outcomes. So dear student, I will start line by line about how the G.B. Shaw has expressed his views against the spoken English and the broken English. So that committee, known as Much as Anyone, knows about English speech. So the BBC committee, here I am talking that BBC committee is know much about the English other than the members, and yet its members do not agree as to the pronunciation of some of the simplest and commonest words. ಅತಿ ಸುಲಭ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಈ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ವರ್ಡ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂಥ ಎರಡು ಶಬ್ದಗಳನ್ನು ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವು ಯಾವ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ, ಹೌದು ಅಥವಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದ ಟೂ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಾಮನೆಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಎನಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್. They are not selling about in English. In any language, these are the two words which is common and very simple, that is yes or no. But no two members of the committee pronounce them exactly alike. See here, the problem is that when you give about these words, the members of that committee, they are not ready to pronounce same as like, means they also face such difficulties about to pronounce that word. All that can be said is that every member the pronounces them in such a way that they would not only be intelligible in every English speaking country, but would stamp the speaker as cultivated person, as distinguished from an ignorant and illiterate one. So when G.B. Shaw is speaking about those members, he is saying that only for the sake of the intelligence of the English speaking country, they try to speak and they want to stamp their identity. But that is he is saying that that is illiterate. We will not cultivate exactly what these speakers will be speak. But you will say, well, that is good enough for me. ಆದರೆ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಬಾರಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಎಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗುಡ್ ಇನಫ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮಿ, ಇಲ್ಲ ನಂಗೆ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್. ಹೌ ಮಚ್ ಹಿ ನೋ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಮಚ್ ಹಿ ವಾಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹೌ ಐ ಡಿಸೈರ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಕ್. ಇಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಇಚ್ಛೆ ಇದೆ, ನಾನು ಇಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನಾನು ಇಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಇಚ್ಛೆಯನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಪಡಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ವಿಚ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕಮಿಟಿ, the member of the committee means here BBC committee, will you take for you your model? They will collect your model and they want to make. And here the members, who are the members of this BBC, how the BBC is formed. In the BBC we can see here the Irish members, Scottish members, Welsh members, Oxford University members and American members. Totally the 5 members they will appointed. The 5 members they will appointed for this BBC. Once again I will repeat here: the Irish members, Scottish members, Welsh members, Oxford University members, and the American members, all recognizable as such by their difference of speech. But here the big difference is that all the 5 members, those who will appoint to this BBC, their all speech is difference. They differ also according to the country, because the country is different and they differed according to their country in which they were born. ಈ 5 ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ಗಳು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಆ ಪ್ರಾವಿನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿಗಳಾಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲರದ್ದು ಪ್ರೊನೌನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾದರೆ ಬಿ ಬಿ ಸಿಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ರೊನೌನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್, ಒಂದೇ ಉಚ್ಚಾರಣ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಜಿ ಬಿ ಶಾರ್ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆಲ್ ರಿಕಗ್ನೈಸಬಲ್ ಸಚ್ ಬೈ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್. ದೆ ಡಿಫರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ. ಆಯಾ ದೇಶಗಳ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಅದು ಡಿಫರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ. All well can claim is that they all speak presentably. So I repeated in the early class, presentable, which is a correct English means what the English we speak presentable, that is a correct English. ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಬಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವೀಗ ಮಾತನಾಡುವಂಥ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷೇ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಜಿ ಪಿ ಶಾರ್ ಅವರು ನಮಗೆ ಈ ಪಾಠದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. And that if you speak as they do, you will be understood in any English speaking country and accepted as a person of a good social standing. I wish I could offer you your choice among them as a mode, but for the moment I am afraid you must put up me, an Irishman. So here GB Shaw is also hesitating about what he is also not a good speaker, and whatever he collect from all the 5 members about to frame the English rules about the pronunciation, he is also afraid about as a Irishman. I have said enough to you about the fact that no two native speakers of English speak it alike. ನಾನು ಹಿಂದಿನ ಪಾಠದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ, ಹಿಂದಿನ ಒಂದು ಸೆಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನನ್ನು ಮಾತನಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರ ಪ್ರೊನೌನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ. ಬಟ್ ಪರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪ್ಸ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಕ್ಲೆವರ್ ಇನಫ್ ಟು ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಮೀ ವೆದರ್ ಐ ಮೈ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ. ಸೊ ಈಸ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವೆದರ್ ಐ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಮೈ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ನನ್ನಷ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ನನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ವೆದರ್ ಐ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ, ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತೇನೆ? ನೋ, ಐ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ಫೆಸ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನನಗೆ ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತದೆ. ನನಗೆ ಕ್ಷಮಿಸಿ, ಐ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಕನ್ಫೆಸ್ ಅಟ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಐ ಡು ನಾಟ್, ನನಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಆ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಥರ ಪ್ರೊನೌನ್ಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್. Nobody does, and he's saying that not only him, nobody, ಯಾರೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಅಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಆ್ಯನ್ ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್. ನಾನು ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೇಕ್ಷಕರ ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆಫ್ ಮೆನಿ ಥೌಸಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ರಾಮೋಫೋನಿಸ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಮೇ ಆಫ್ whom are trying hard to follow the words syllable to syllable. See here, when we are speaking in the public, or when we are speaking about addressing to the thousand of the peoples, we should be keen syllabi of every word. ಒಂದು ಫಂಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಜನರ ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ವರ್ಡನ್ನು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮವಾಗಿ ಗಮನಿಸಿ ನಾವು ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೇನೋ ಆ ಫ್ಲೂಯೆನ್ಸಿಂದ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಅದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತನಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಕಂಪ್ನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ, ಪ್ರತಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಮಾತನಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಭಾಷೆಯ ಪ್ರಭುತ್ವ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾವು ಪಬ್ಲಿಕಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬ ಒತ್ತು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟನ್ನು ನೀಡಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ಐ ವೇರ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಟು ಯು ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಅ ಕೇರ್ಲೆಸ್ಲಿ, ನಾನು ತುಂಬ ಕೇರ್ಲೆಸ್ಲಾಗಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಸ್ ಐ ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಟು ಮೈ ವೈಫ್ ಎಟ್ ಹೋಮ್. ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಕೇರ್ಲೆಸ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡೋದು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ನಾನು. ಇನ್ ದ ಹೋಮ್, ಇನ್ ದ ವೈಫ್, ಟು ದ ವೈಫ್ ಎಟ್ ಹೋಮ್. ದಿಸ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ಯೂಸ್ಲೆಸ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಫ್ ಐ ವರ್ ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಕ್ ಟು ಮೈ ವೈಫ್ ಎಟ್ ಹೋಮ್ at carefully as I am speaking to you, she would think that I am going mad. If I am going to be speak with very nicely with my wife, how I address to the thousand of the peoples, definitely she think that I am going to be mad. ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಭುತ್ವದಿಂದ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಿದರೆ ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ವೈಫ್ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಿದರೆ ಇವನೇನು ಹುಚ್ಚುಗಿಚ್ಚಾಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಹೇಳಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ ಕೂಡ GB Shaw ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಅ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್, so GB Shaw is a public speaker. I have to take care that every word I say is heard distinctly at the far end of the large hall to containing the thousand of peoples. So I must be aware as a public speaker. Every word is important for me to convince to the audience. ಆಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಕನ್ವಿನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಶಬ್ದವೂ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟು. ವೆನ್ ಐ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್, ಬಟ್ ಅಟ್ ಹೋಮ್ when I have no consider only my wife sitting within 6 feet of at ಬ್ರೇಕ್ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ವೈಫ್ ನನ್ನ ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತೊಳಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಶೈಲಿನೇ ಬೇರೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಜನರ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಮಾತನಾಡುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಶೈಲಿನೇ ಬೇರೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಮಾತನ್ನು GB Shaw ಅವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಐ ಟೇಕ್ ಸೊ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಪೇನ್ while speaking with wife. I will take a little pain with my speech that every often instead of giving me the expected answer. When we compare both the situation, ಸಾವಿರ ಜನರ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡುವಂಥ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನೇ ಬೇರೆ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಂಡತಿ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡುವಂಥ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನೇ ಬೇರೆ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಪಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಜನರ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬ ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತನಾಡ್ಬೋದು. So next he is advising that she says, don't mumble and don't turn your head away that you speak. I can't hear a word you are saying. And she also a little careless. She also very careless to speak with us when we are speaking. Sometimes I have to say what 2 or 3 times during our meal. Meal means ಊಟ ಮಾಡೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ she is repeating twice or thrice, and she suspects me of growing deeper and deeper, though she does not say so, because as I am now over 70, years old, it might be true. Saying it might be true, it is not possible that much to concentrate because I am already 17. So the wife will reply to the GB Shaw. So in the next, no doubt, I want to speak to my wife. As carefully as I should speak to a queen, and she me as carefully as she would speak to a king. And he will give the example about the speaking about the king and queen, the combination of how they can speak and how the ordinary man is speak with his wife. We want to, but we don't. By the way, it's short or do not, and it is very short or do not to express their views according to the situation. We all have company manners and home manners. So here, what is company manners and home manners? Here, company manners means the company which we'll choose in our life, and home manners means how we can speak in our home situation and home condition. If you were to call on a strange family means the unknown family when they called, and to listen through the keyhole, not that I would suggest for a moment that you are capable of doing such a very unladylike or ungentlemanlike thing, but still if in you enthusiasm for studying language, you could bring yours to do it for just a few seconds to hear how a family speak to one another when there is nobody else listening to them. So sometimes the family, they are engaging with speaking with each other. Sometimes no one will care, but these peoples or these members, they are engaging themselves to speak about the English them, and differently they speak in presence. The change will surprise you even when your home manners are as good as your company manners, and of course they ought to be much better. They are always different, and the difference is greater in speech than is anything else. So he says that only the difference which gives a better understanding, the better speech in anything else in the world. Suppose I forget to win my watch and it stops. I have to ask somebody to tell me that time. So suppose I forget to win my watch, I want to ask someone else about the time. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಬಾರಿ ನಾವು ವಾಚನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋದಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅನಿವಾರ್ಯತೆ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಟೈಮನ್ನು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಕೇಳಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ಐ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಂಜರ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಪರಿಚಿತ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ, ನಾವು ಅಪರಿಚಿತ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ಐ ಸೇ ವಾಟ್ ಓ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಮಯ ಆಗಿದೆ. ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಂಜರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಸಿಲಾಬಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ, he listen that syllable very distinctly. But if I ask my wife, all she hears is the closest. That is good enough for her, but it would not be good enough for you. So I am speaking to you now much more carefully than I speak to her, but please don't tell her. See here, when he is asking the same question with his wife, that tone and that language is entirely different, and what he is asking to the stranger about that time, that situation is different. So here the GB Shah is giving the how these peoples they will speak and how he overcome the situation about the correct English. So dear student, I will stop here and we'll discuss some objective type questions and we'll continue in the next session. The first question, which are the two simple and commonest words in any language? Option A yes, option B no, option C yes or no, D none. So the answer is C, yes or no question. Yes or no is a very simple and common in any language, not only in English, in any language. How did Shaw speak with his wife in home? How did the Shaw speak in his home? Carefully, careless, respectively, all the above. No, he will speak with his wife carelessly. Careless, that is B option is right. How did Shaw speak with his public? While he is speaking with his public, with his audience, how he can speak? Option A carefully, option B careless, option C respectively, option D all the above. Obviously the answer is A, carefully. Out of 1000 people, out of 1000 people, how many people speak badly English in England? Out of 1000. So option A 100, B 1000, C 500, D 999. So the answer is D, 999 people speak badly English in England because they depend on Cockney dialect. Why do foreigners learn English? To travel in England, for dignity, for trade, for education. So the answer is to travel in England, option A. To travel in England, the foreigners learn English. So no, careless, carefully. So these are the answers you must be go through. So thank you dear student. In the next class, we'll discuss about the remaining part of the spoken and broken English. Thank you so much.